Full Court Press, sponsored by Advanced Orthopedics Leland.
That one Michael Jordan meme aside, there's no crying in basketball, which is why we're going to wait about 10 minutes before the waterworks start flowing. Welcome to the final Full Court Press of the year, everyone. I'm Colton Emsweiler. With me is Clint Webb. Now, it's as emotional a night as it is. We can't just ignore how high the stakes are as conference championships are underway, Clint.
Have I told you how much I love basketball?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's see. We have the South Brunswick ladies trying for a repeat performance of last time they played Fairmont. East Bladen sends both the boys and the girls to the championship. And, of course, we have the Hogger duo going for the sweep. But don't overlook Topsail and Laney. The Buck boys are coming off that huge win over the Wildcats yesterday. Let's hand out some rings, Colton, see what happens.
13 ends in that that you said in the script up there on the prompter. Now, as much talent as there is, as much talent as there is in the area, only one has the opportunity to take the crown undefeated, and we all know who that is.
Yep.
We're, of course, talking about the Hogger girls,
Yes, we are.
running the table in the regular season, now aiming to down Topsail for the third time this year. Tristan Shivers brings the ball to the front court, then inside the arc, pop-up floater from the paint falls true. These seniors have never lost a conference game. Arlie Altman wants to make sure it stays that way. The sophomore with a great game in her back pocket, and she saved it for tonight, gets her own rebound and finishes before heading the other way. Vikings gonna call timeout here, not sure why, but on the other side of it, Shivers hits Altman, she's in control and deletes Topsail from title contention. Hoggard wins 68-36, champions of the Carolina Coast.
Well, actually tomorrow, Saturday, we got to get back to work quick, and always hard practice. We got to stay locked in. Always one more game at a time.
Well, it's really my last year, sadly, but it makes it a lot special because I got to do it with the same people all 3 years, all my seniors, and it just feels really good to be able to be a part of something so big.
All right, the Viking boys hoping to make it a sweep. Laney is their opponent after that upset of New Hanover. Early, the Vikes couldn't buy a bucket, but they cash in here. Will Seward takes it to the bank and asks for change. He also hit the free throw, folks. Next, Bucks possession. They showcase their ball movement skills, finding the lefty Logan Schumacher alone in the corner and cash it. He was on point tonight. He hit everything. Vikings weren't done. 5, Porter Morgan with the drive. Fantastic find to his running mate, Hunter McGrath, who gets the kiss off the glass to tie it with under a minute left. And everybody in the arena knew who was about to get the ball. Kareem Anderson almost loses it, goes left, behind the back, through the crowd, and somehow gets it to go and one. Crowd goes wild, Colt. Laney hit a free throw. Well, Laney hit a few more free throws. Bucks are your Carolina Coast Conference champion. Colton was able to catch up with the star of the show, Kareem Anderson.
A lot of it, man. We had a bunch of long days in practice, just hard work and grit put us over the top. We really just had to come out and show that we're the best team in the conference. That's a really big achievement for us, We work hard every day. I don't feel like there's a team in the conference that works as much as us.
50-46 was the final of that game, and Clint, as much as we want to be surprised, we really shouldn't. 3 meetings between Laney and Hoggard this year. Laney took 2 of them.
Yeah. Can we start with the girls real quick?
Of course.
So,
ladies first.
Shivers looked awesome tonight. Altman looked awesome. Met her mom. She was amazing. And they were just dominant like they always are. And the boys, Laney played harder. Their defense was smothering tonight. They just couldn't score.
I think they only allowed, 4 points in the first quarter?
Yeah.
It was just insane, and they held on to the end despite Hoggard getting that late lead.
Yeah.
But that is just a fraction of tonight's games, 1/3 to be specific. We'll bounce around to the other schools taking part tonight. That and more when Full Court Press returns.
Full Court Press, sponsored by Advanced Orthopedics Leland.
Welcome back to Full Court Press, everyone. Colton Emsweiler, Clint Webb. Beyond the Carolina Coast, several other schools were vying for league titles, starting with the Southeastern Conference, Clint.
Yeah, after losing first game of the year, the South Brunswick Lady Cougars, led by junior guard Marion Deutsch, have been running wild in the Southeastern Conference. This year, their only other loss was to Fairmont, who just happens to be the last one in their way to the conference title. 2 very talented squads duking it out. Cougars and Fairmont split their matchup this year, but this one's for the belt. Cougars have it to start, but not for long. Sophomore guard Aaliyah Duran with the rip Transition, pulls up, can't get it, but senior Jada Dial is there for the putback. This time, it's the Cougars with the thievery. 14, Addison Bell finds the ball with the rip. Great outlet pass to Marin Deutsch. Marin with the extra pass, and if it doesn't work, try again. Marin gets the bucket and the foul. Cougars showing a little life. Next Tornadoes possession, Aaliyah Duran. Watch this, y'all. Woo! With the Allen Iverson crossover. Finds the lane, gets the bucket. The Golden Tornadoes would not be calm tonight. The Fairmount Ladies are your Southeastern Conference champs. Final score, 57-26.
Oof. Cougar boys, meanwhile, were upset in the tournament. They're not playing tonight, but West Bladen is there, hoping to avenge them against the hosting squad. We pick things up early on in this contest. Knights looking to slay the dragon, or Golden Tornadoes. Same thing. Eventually, the ball finds Jamari Adams-Peterson on this play. Long time to develop, but it works. The home side's got the crowd behind them, however. Here they are with the up and under. There it is, the up and under to eat away at West lead. But Tyleek McCall answered the call. Convenient name, of course. He pulls up and he's going to get the shooter's bounce. 1-2 off the glass as well. Knights win 64-55. They're your inaugural SEC boys basketball champions.
Felt great. Felt really good coming out here playing against a great Fairmont team. Really great Fairmont team, and it's really good to get the win. Just our motto, everybody breaks. We knew the pressure would get to them. We knew we have a chance at ending the game to win the ball game.
Carolina Conference title game, East Bladen boys versus North Duplin. Start this one off with 4. Khalil McCoy, eyes in the back of his head, finds 2, Keyshawn Kemp. He gets the hoop plus the harm. When you're that big and fast, hard to stop. Next Eagles possession. Things have a way of working out. Missed shot, turns offensive board, and Kemp drains it from distance. The game was closer than the highlight made it look, but the Eagles are your Carolina Conference champs. East Bladen wins 56-53.
Then there's the Eagle girls, state finalists a year ago, conference finalists, along with Lakewood. Eagles hoping to soar out with a win on neutral ground. Ariel Cromartie ends up with the ball. She lays it in for 2, but Lakewood would be very tough on the hardwood. A missed shot there, but powering through for the putback are the Leopards. And Lakewood's actually going to take this one 45-40. And that is going to lead us into, well, us asking you how much you've enjoyed high school basketball this season. And so far, 2.5 out of 5. Who's voting in this? Seriously. If you want to chime in, get that score up all the way to 5, even though it's probably not mathematically possible at this point. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit our website. All right, Clint, so unfortunately, this does not give us an opportunity to completely glaze the South Brunswick boys like we do, but the West Bladen boys, they beat the Cougars once this year. Now they are conference champs, deservedly so, as a state semifinalist from last year.
Yeah, man, I mean, they just went out, got things done. I mean, when you score the rock, man, everything looks better.
And obviously the South Brunswick girls, a very tough loss.
Very
it did
tough.
beat Fairmont once, but they're consistently ranked in the top 5 this year in Class 4A, so absolutely no shame losing to a high-caliber opponent like that.
Well, again, their only losses of the season were to each other, except for the first one of the year for Dixon.
Yep, and of course, East Bladen splitting their games.
Yep.
Well, we're about to run some footage at the end of this sentence, but rest assured, the highlights are complete. One more break, and then a message to all of you watching, both in and out of the WWAY studios. Full Court Press returns for the final time after this.
Full Court Press, sponsored by Advanced Orthopedics Leland.
One final time. Welcome back to Full Court Press, everyone. The basketball is done, but now it's time for a roll call. No sports, no video, just a sincere message from the bottom of my heart. I may lead this program, but truth be told, I am just one part of a larger team. These last 6 months of full court presses and fifth quarters would not be possible without everyone else behind the scenes. That includes our incredible production staff led by JR and Jesse, aided by Gus and Jordan, not to mention those who helped film games this year, such as Will and Elijah, who's behind the camera right now. Want to wave? Want to wave? He's waving. Plus newsroom staff like Brian, like Connor, Kinsey, Ryan, and Tori, no longer with us, but she was very good when she was here. On top of those from other departments stepping up like Christian and Chandler, Then there's Jeremy, helping to present it all with a nice little bow. He's in the booth right now listening to us, hopefully not screaming at us to move on.
Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. Thank you so much for all of your help. Words can't describe how much you've made me feel, as well as the viewers who enjoy this program, and that's without mentioning the esteemed colleague standing to my left. Now, there's no script here. We're just going off the cuff. Clint, you came in the second week of the fifth quarter. You've completed this show, made it feel so well. You've invited me into your home. You've invited me to meet your family. This friendship goes beyond this desk, and I cannot express how you've made me feel over this time.
Well, Colton, I appreciate you letting a novice come into this and learn on the job on how to do this. Thank you to everybody in the Cape Fear for watching and for all the support that we hear out in the community. Everything's been great, and Colton, I'm so excited for you.
I know. Now, as for myself, I think I've earned a bit of a vacation, which is exactly why I have the 6 a.m. flight out of Raleigh tomorrow morning.
Columbia, hope you have fun over there, bro.
You have no idea. Yes, he does. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for tuning in both tonight and all season long. We do this for the kids and all of you amazing viewers. With Clint Webb, I'm Colton Emsweiler. Here's a final look at the best plays of the evening. Now to close it out by saying the same thing we always do. Good night, Cape Fear.